To lead people, walk behind them.
Welcome to Parenting Matters Now, a source of parenting advice a few minutes at a time.
Hi, this is Dr. Roger Smith with Parenting Matters Now. I want to talk about that principle in relation to parenting, and that, the whole idea of leading others. People often feel like it's the person that's on the stage, the person that's out in front, the person giving orders and commands, that person is leading. And quite often that is not the case. There may be someone that's barking orders, but they are not leading. And a leader will be able to influence his followers from any position. And I challenge you to begin to think as parents, ways that you can, in essence, and sometimes physically, walk behind your children when you're leading them. And so let me give you some examples. You may be on a trail, a hiking trail that's well established, and there's no place to go off to the sides, and oftentimes letting your children kind of run ahead of you, but also giving them some verbal connection to you, to where they know that you're there, that they feel safe, they feel directed by you, but yet they have room to exercise their curiosity and their giftings. And so sometimes it can be like on taking a hike or a stroll or someplace where they know where to go. They don't need every step directed by you, but they do need their general direction directed by you. And when they're older, recently we were in North Houston and we gave a talk about fostering an adventurous spirit, and one couple took immediate action. They told us about it later, that they talked to their, I think they were like 13 or 14 years old, and this was in a safe place of Houston, but it is in a city, and they sent their youngsters, I think 13 or 14, maybe 15, to go get food, which was a couple of blocks away. And they gave them permission, they gave them direction, they gave them what they needed and money to go find the food they wanted. At first, the children were kind of shocked by it, but they felt empowered. And I'm not saying throw your children to the wolves. What I'm saying is there are lots of times when we are running, we're ahead of them, we're blocking their progress, and that sometimes we need to lead them by walking behind them. And you look for ways where you can let your children begin to kind of, in a sense, feel like they're taking the lead, but they're still taking their direction from you. And that is true leadership, where you can influence them without restraint. Look for ways that are simple. It's when you go to the park, can they play at a distance from you, yet you're still engaged? I'm not saying get on your phone and read a magazine or do anything where you're not watching, you're not aware, but you're engaged. They know that you are watching, you are with them, but you're not controlling their every move. And the principle of leading by following them is something that anxious parents have a hard time with. And if you find that you're an anxious parent, it will take some exercise. You have to do it where you first feel safe and you feel that it's okay, but you might have to talk yourself out of your internal panic or internal anxiety over your child crossing the street, or your child riding a bike, or going with a friend to the swimming pool, or there are any number of situations where anxiety can make you panicky. We need to, as a parent, take control of those things where our child is really not in danger. And we need to use our minds to look at a situation and go, okay, it could potentially be dangerous, but it is not a threat. Learning to walk behind your children begins when they're small. The more that we have skill in that and have the capacity to foster the relationship, where in essence they kind of want to look back over their shoulder and go and make sure that they're doing okay, that whenever they are young adults, they're not afraid to take on adult type roles, and they're not pulling away out of rebellion. They're pulling away out of their personal growth. And we have the kind of relationship that they can look back and go, which way should I go? How fast should I go? What should I do with my life? And you have the relationship where you can go, I think you're doing great. Keep it up. keep going. Or, hey, look out, there's danger over there. Stay back away. And so it's about the relationship. Lead to lead others, walk behind them. It's Dr. Roger Smith with Parenting Matters Now.
Subscribe to Parenting Matters Now for more advice, or go to rogersmithmd.com to search for more topics. See you next time.